So in this video, we're going to do a bit of research on keywords. And the reason we're doing this is because we have a hypothetical character called Alf. Now, Alf wants to start a blog. He wants to blog about fishing and travel. And he wants to see if it's a viable niche for him to get into. So he wants to see if there's going to be a reasonable level of traffic. And he also wants to check out the competition. He doesn't really want to enter a particular niche where it's already saturated. He's looking for what we call a little bit of low-hanging fruit. Let's move on. Okay, so what we've done is come over to a website called Mangles. Mangles is an SEO toolset that we can use for things like backlink analysis, website analysis, SERPs and rank tracking. But the one we're going to use today is called Keyword Research. So the tool in Mangles is KW Finder. So let's go ahead and explore KW Finder. So Alf's interests and passions are fishing and travel. So Alf is going to set up a blog and he wants to research this niche to see if it's going to be viable for him to tap into it. So what he's looking for is reasonable search volume against low-level competition. So let's type in fishing trips Australia as a starting point and click find keywords. Now what KW Finder will do is it will bring up a list of competitive keywords and it will give you an approximate average month search volume. Okay, so fishing trips Australia, approximately 88 people a month are searching with that term. Now compare that to search terms like Darwin fishing charters, Cairns fishing charters, Melbourne fishing charters. So people are being very specific on what they're searching for geographically. But the difference in the search volume is huge. So if Alf hadn't used this search tool, gone away and written a very generic blog about fishing trips Australia, it's going to bring in a fraction of the traffic that somebody writing a blog about Darwin fishing charters or Melbourne fishing charters or Cairns fishing charters. So this tool is actually telling Alf that there is search traffic, and some of these search terms have pretty low competition. They're classed as easy. Okay, so KW Finder gives you a rating between 0 and 100 on how easy it thinks it is to produce web pages and websites to rank for those keywords, and it also tells you who the competition is. Okay, this is called the SERP overview on the right hand side. It tells you who the competition is for that particular search term. So very useful information for Alf. So on that basis, I think this would tell Alf that yes, this is quite a potentially profitable niche to get into. Because what Alf could do, he could write a blog about fishing charters in Melbourne, and then he could look for affiliate programs who provide fishing charters in Melbourne and get paid commission for directing traffic to that service provider. Okay, so this is very useful information for Alf. Gives him a good breakdown of the kind of volume of traffic, keyword SEO difficulty, and figures like CPC are for the cost per click if Alf was actually going to spend money on Google Ads. So it also gives him valuable intelligence if he decides to do an advertising campaign around his blog. PPC is the level of competition in pay-per-click. So that's how many other people or businesses are bidding for those type of keyword clicks. What Alf can also do is check up other ideas. So Alf is just changing things up a little. He's put fishing as the keyword, and now he's going to research what type of questions people are actually typing into the search engines. So KW Finder goes away and checks what sort of things people are putting into the Google search as a question. So how far is deep sea fishing? How far to cast fly fishing? And that also gives him the search volume. How many fishing rods? How many fishing cats are left? So Alf can use the results from the questions being typed in Google to contribute towards his blog content. He might want to write a blog answering some of these questions. He might want to include some of those questions as part of the content in his blog. So all in all, this is actually an excellent research tool which can save Alf a lot of money. It can stop him wasting time creating content that people are not searching for, and use that time better to create content that people are searching for. And the difference a tool like this can make to the volume of traffic coming into a website is actually mammoth. I mean, on that original keyword search we did, the difference between fishing charters Melbourne, for instance, was just way higher than fishing trips Australia. All these kind of tools are excellent and I think really vital for doing research. You can use all of the tools within the Mangools toolset free of charge to a limited degree, so it's worth signing up. You can sign up to Mangools with a free account and that will let you do some limited search. Even if you're doing that, I would say it's highly recommended to utilize this so you can actually get a feel for whether your niche area is going to be profitable for you to blog on.